Hey, how's it going? This is Melinda and welcome to my channel. Today I want to discuss with you some controversy that's going on with vinyl collecting. I fear we could be heading down a road that I don't really like. I'm concerned about the future of vinyl collecting and what might be happening. Also, I want to show you a Grail record that I've recently got. I'm so excited about. It is from Mobile Fidelity. It's an older record and I've been wanting it for a long time. It's a Beatles record. And also, I'm going to show you some other really great Mobile Fidelity records and gifts. And so if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate your support. And let's go ahead and talk about now the controversy that I fear is going to change the way we're buying records and put it down a road that I really don't want to go. Craft Recordings, about a month and a half ago, decided they wanted to get into the business of what Mobile Fidelity has been doing with their one-step packaging. Mobile Fidelity has these box sets. They're beautifully packaged, premium vinyl. They're not cheap. They're $125, and they've been selling very well. So Craft Recordings has decided to do the same thing, and they have some really great titles. Craft Recordings has Riverside and Prestige labels. So they decided they wanted to do it, and they did a really huge introduction, made a huge splash a month and a half ago. They sent an email out to all of the people who were subscribed to their emails and stated that they had a small batch, 1,000 copies of John Coltrane's Lush Life for sale immediately, and very small quantity, 1,000 copies. So I got that email. I also got a heads up from my friend Chris at 1441 Vinyl about it. Unfortunately, I was at work and I wasn't able to check my email until an hour and a half later, and that release sold within a half an hour from what I understand. And I missed out, and that is a record I desperately want for my collection, so I'm really bummed. And eventually I will find one. It probably won't be the Craft Recordings small batch, but I will have that in my collection someday. So even though I was bummed about it, this email went to people who were already getting their emails. Chances are they've bought from Craft Recordings before. They're vinyl lovers, so that's fine. I'm happy for them, and that was fine. Well, now they announced their second release in this Craft Recordings small batch. I thought the first one was just a test run with just 1,000 copies, and that the next time they were going to have many more copies and more people would have a chance to buy it. That was not the case. They kept it at only 1,000 copies, and they did this whole deal where last Friday, people who were emailed got a code. They were selling 300 at one time of the day, 700 at the remainder of the day. I think that was in their way. They were trying their best to make it fair by giving the people who were emailed to them an advantage by giving them a code, selling the first 300, selling the next 700 to just whoever. And if you were able to get one, I'm happy. That's great, especially if you were someone who actually is going to listen to it and enjoy it. Flippers, on the other hand, whatever, that's fine. I really think that flippers are charging and being a little greedy, but you have a right to do it. But I do want to have, I just want to say my thoughts on that. I don't have a problem with the price of these. They are, you're paying for a premium product. They do look really beautiful on a bookshelf. I do own a few of the Mobile Fidelity One Steps. I'm happy with them. I would buy one again. So that's fine. I really hate that they did the sale on a Friday when most people are at work. It interrupts the job they're supposed to be doing when they're trying to get a record, That's kind of awkward, but, that's fine too, whatever. I really don't like the way they sold them, though. It's very reminiscent of other limited edition things that I don't care for, making people nervous, making people sit right by their computers, like, please take my $100, please let it be me, please, please. And then It also just reminds me of the stressful part of concerts is buying the tickets, right? Especially when it's a big band and they sell out like that. And there's a lot of flippers, scalpers also participating. You know, I just don't want that to be part of my vinyl buying experience. I'm hoping that this is not going to continue. I hope Craft Recordings doesn't continue to go this route. And I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt right now. We've got a lot of things going on. We have to remember that this past year, the pressing plants came to a screeching halt for a long time. We have been through something we've really not been through in over 100 years, right? We have to also understand that more and more people are getting into the vinyl collecting world. So it's becoming more popular. Things are becoming more in demand. That's good for our collections in some ways, right? So, you know, maybe Craft Recordings, when they did this and they made these deals and decisions, maybe this was so far off and long ago that they didn't realize the demand they were going to have. So for now, Craft Recordings is getting the benefit of the doubt for me, but I'm just hoping that this is not the way it goes. I don't want to be shopping for vinyl the way I have to buy concert tickets. It's not a pleasant experience. The way here in Kentucky, bourbon, the way bourbon sales are going right now. Used to be you just bought bourbon to sip and enjoy. Now there's a whole collector's market, and something that you used to could go to a store and pay $40 for now is $200. It's insane. I don't want our vinyl collecting to go that route. In time we'll see. So that's my take on it. Congratulations to those of you who were able to get the records, and to the people who had it in their cart and was ready to push place order and it got taken out of their cart. That's just not cool, and I'm sorry for you too. You know, I really do think Craft Recordings maybe dropped the ball a little bit. I have been in high pressure sales, maybe after Christmas sales, where a company has a deal where once it's in your cart, you have so many minutes to finish up your order and press order. I wish that could have been the case with this. It would have made people a lot less crazy, and you wouldn't have made near as many people mad. It's nothing worse than thinking it's in your cart and you're gonna get it only to poof be gone. So that's my thoughts on that, and please leave your comments below about how you feel about it. And now let me go ahead and show you some records that I've been able to pick up lately. There is a wonderful record that I've been wanting. I discussed a couple weeks ago, Willie Nelson's Stardust. I mentioned that when it comes to audiophile records, you have a choice. You can, with Willie Nelson's Stardust, you can find it in the cheaper bins for $3 to $5, or you can buy a wonderful Analog Productions one that's going to cost you $55. There's really no in between. Well, a viewer and friend of mine, Brian from Tennessee, surprised me and sent this one my way. And this one's out of print, but it's the Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab version. You have to buy this on the secondary market now, but this is a beautiful sounding record. I've been listening to it every night since I got it. Thank you so much, Brian. It's really, really great. And for those of you who are interested in knowing this kind of stuff, my copy is number 170, so a nice low number. Beautiful sounding record, and if you do see this one in a store, I highly recommend you picking it up. It's so beautiful. And now I want to show you some records that I received as VCLT. VCLT stands for Vinyl Community Love Train, from a viewer who I've had some wonderful conversations with about music. He watches my videos and he always leaves comments, and I really appreciate it. He sent me a big stack of records, and I'm going to show you some of the ones that have stood out to me so far. I'm still listening to them and getting to know them. Let me show you this. This is really cool. This is John Fogerty. It's still sealed, y'all. Very, very nice. You know, just to get something that old that's still sealed is very cool. This one is an offshoot from the band Boston, and I also have RTZ, which was another band that was an offshoot from Boston. So to get this one is very cool because I'm a huge fan of Boston, and this is really nice. Thank you. I love that. Here is another one. This is something I've been wanting for a long time, and this is a promotional DJ copy of Daryl Hall and Joan Oates' Abandoned Luncheonette. The song She's Gone is on here. It's before they got into their 80s pop machine that they kept putting out so many records. This is a little more soulful. A very interesting listen and in beautiful condition. I love having that one. And this one is very exciting too. This is something I've always wanted. This was just a real nice 12-inch single of the song Let's Dance. It's backed with cat people putting out the fire. This is so punchy and so great. It sounds incredible, and it's a really cool long dance version of the song Let's Dance. And also he sent this one my way, Styx Crystal Ball. This is a beautiful copy, and it's a white label promo. So I love Styx, and I love having the white label promo. I had this record, but mine was just beat up and trashed, and it's not a white label promo, so I'm going to pass that one along, and I'm going to keep this one in the collection. So thank you so much, Cleve. I really appreciate your friendship, and it was just so kind of you to send some things my way. Thank you so much. And finally, I'm going to show you this amazing record that means the world to me. This is, I'm kind of on a quest. I'm wanting to collect all of these. I know there's this beautiful box set that you can buy, but I'm so far into this. I have so many of these. Let me show you. It's from the Beatles. This is Let It Be, and this is the Mobile Fidelity original master recording. I think it sounds really good. A lot of people don't really care for the Mobile Fidelity versions of these, but I think they're fantastic, and I'm really pleased with this. This record's really, really special to me. Let me take, we've got songs on here that I really love the song I've Got a Feeling. I love the back and forth with John and Paul on that one. Across the Universe, of course, is beautiful. Let It Be, I mean, that's just an absolute classic, and to hear it on this really beautiful pressing is amazing. Get Back is one of my favorite songs by the Beatles. I just dig that one so much. The song on here for me that really rings true is The Long and Winding Road. I love that song. It has special meaning for me, and I really think that Paul just gives the vocals of a lifetime. For me, it is one of the most emotional vocals I've ever heard. It's probably my favorite vocal of all time. The way he delivers the lines, you know, I have a little bit of a connection to that song when I hear it. I've told you all this story before, and so many of you are in the same, have been through the same thing, okay? So you'll understand. When I was 4 years old, my parents divorced, and my dad went on with his life and dated and married several times and just kind of moved on from his family. And even though he and I were able to make up for that before he died last year and become friends and have a relationship, you know, I just really had a hard time with the fact that he left when I was 4. I always struggled with it. And there's some really nice lyrics that I really relate to. Many times I've been alone. Many times I've cried. Anyway, you'll never know the many times I've tried. You know, just you left me standing here a long, long time ago. I could just really relate to the emotion, that way he sings that song. So having this one, even though I love all of the Mobile Fidelity Beatles records, and I plan to collect all of them if I can, this one's probably the one that's most emotionally important to me. So I really love having it, and I got a really good deal on it, and it was in fabulous condition. So very happy to have that one. And that is my video for this week. Please leave your comments and share with me your feelings about where you think vinyl collecting is going. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.